points in my life where knowing what day of the week it was really important. And then I decided I was going to become a content creator, and half the time I don't even know what day of the week it is. I just know I'm going to film and edit a video because I got to feed my family. What's that? Oh, sorry. But anyway, for you guys, it's Friday. What's that mean? We're going to do a 5 Fast Friday. What are we going to do? We're going to do 5 fast fidgety knives. So without any further ado, turn down the volume because here comes a little bit of music. Before we start, this is Crazy Ken over at Computer Clan. I think I've used him as a background before, but this is a fun channel. I am an unabashed geek, so I watch stuff like this all the time. It's a lot of fun. He goes back through and he turns on retro Macintosh prototypes. He had one on recently that my roommate, when I was first joined the military in the barracks, had. It was a Macintosh TV. It was a black one, had a TV tuner. It was like the first one I ever had it. So, but that's not what you guys came here for, is it? We're gonna look at 5 fidgety knives real fast for this 5 Fast Friday. See, I got it this time. I didn't even have to, well, at any rate, let's just go ahead and do that then. Let's turn this around and let's look at these knives because they're a lot of fun. It's been an interesting day here at Casa de Mike. Probably gonna give my, oh, that's not the kind of fidgety stuff we're talking about. I'm probably going to call my internet provider and give them a piece of my mind momentarily. But before that, we're gonna look at 5 fast fidgety knives. So let's get ready and get into it. So the first knife we're gonna look at, of course you knew I was gonna talk about this knife. I have to stop myself. This knife is so much fun to fidget with. It opens so satisfying. This is my Grimsmo Norseman. Just the action on it is so satisfying. You want to flip it. I try not to flip these frame lock knives with a stop pin and stuff like that too much because you are causing undue wear, but my goodness, is it fun and satisfying just to let the action go on that. This is a great knife. I love how smooth this is. It's probably the smoothest knife I've owned. There's a couple knives that come in close, but this thing is just insanely smooth. And it's just fun to have, fun to use, fun to play around with. It's not just fidgety, it's also just fun in general. That's why I think it gets so much use. You can see it's definitely not Safe Queen. She's been all scratched up and beat around. So yeah, this is my Norseman. It's really fun just to mess around with and just come up with, can I thumb flip it from the thumb stud? Can I thumb or flick it? It's a little too big to do what I was going to do with another knife later. But these are just incredibly nice knives. I know a lot of people don't like the blade shape. I'm truly in love with it. It was my favorite purchase so far. So there you go. That's the first of the fast 5 fidgety knives, or 5 fast fidgety knives. So let's go ahead and move on. Next is the Benchmade 940, Osborne Benchmade 940. This is a very fidgety, fun knife. And the nice thing about this knife is so much less likely to start and get like blade lockup issues because it's a Benchmade. It had it when it came from the factory. But at any rate, what I'm saying is like this is just so much fun because you have all the fun of a button lock, but you have also the flippability that you usually can't get in a button lock. These things just are so much fun. And the fact is, this is just a good all-around knife. I really love the Osborne 940. It was a grail knife for me. Mine's been overdone a little bit with some interesting additions. These are not standard thumb studs. That's not an S35V or an S30V blade. It's an S90V blade. I took and stripped off all the green hard coat and ceramic coated it so it looks a little bit worn and mottled. So yeah, these, besides just being a great all-around EDC, because you're getting a lot in a small package, you're getting basically a full-size EDC in what feels really small. They're also just so fidgety and easy to deploy. And like I said, they are fun. It is, I do have to admit, the access lock adds a lot of fun to the mix when you're talking about deployment of a knife. So there's another fidgety one right there. I do actually play with this one a lot. There's like when I'm thinking, I'll sit and I'll flick this, and it drives my wife insane. So there is number 2, the Benchmade. So the next knife, and I don't know why I like to fidget with this one. So I think it's just this thing has got such an incredible action, and the weight feels good. And there's just like, you can flick it, you can thumb flick it. I really, really like this knife. I can do it like that. I can flick it with every one of my fingers. The action on this just is satisfying. The way it just, now it doesn't want to do it. But like when you're closing it, there's a funness to this knife that just makes you want to open it. And I'm afraid I'm gonna wear it out if I'm not careful. Just like I said, this is more of a budget knife. But this is that Kershaw Grazio. So this is an incredibly nice knife. And other than the fidgetability, this is a really good all-around knife. It came in and I was really struck with the aesthetics and the lines of it. And the fact is, it's something unique in appearance, but is still super functional. I know Nick Shabazz is like, oh, that recurve. I don't mind recurves. I sharpen recurves. I like recurves because of what you get out of it. This thing came, the blade on this is so thin, and that N690 on this, apparently heat treat was spot on this. I have not resharpened this, and it gets used a lot. The only thing I've done is I've run it on a ceramic rod. But this thing, just the action on it, it's so much fun. And I think it's something that has to do with the weight. It just feels good in hand. It just makes you want to carry this and flip it. And it definitely gets some attention. This is another one of those knives that really would get you some attention. I could have thrown this in the unique knives, but I knew I was going to throw this in the fidgety ones because this is one that gets played with a lot. Watch how I say these things. So there you go, the Kershaw Grazio. Number 4, I mean, you can see this. This is fidgety as all get out. It's designed to deploy like that. I'm not causing any undue wear on this. So I've been known to sit around and just think and play around with this. This is my Microtech UTX85 25th anniversary edition. This was a Blade Show West exclusive up in Portland. This one is the Spartan blade. But I mean, I have to say the action on Microtechs is stellar. There's only a couple other companies out there to have action that is comparable. I would have to say that Hogue is one. And one that I want to get my hands on one so bad is that Hawk Deadlock. They are amazing. Microtech, Heretic, their action are really similar. I think the Heretic actually is softer, but you can't go wrong with a good OTF for fidgetability. This is just a knife that I just like having. It doesn't really serve much of a purpose. It is nightmare-inducing sharp. It is the blade on this, I believe these were in M390, and the edge on this is just nuts. It was from the factory, but they're just so much fun. And you're, like I said, you can fidget with one of these and you're not damaging it at all. You're just doing the recommended use of that knife. So these are really attractive, really fun. I think the UTX85 is about my favorite size for an OTF. This is about perfect. I find that the full size Ultratechs can be a little bit too big. So there you go. There's your number 4. It is my Microtech UTX85 OTF Spartan Blade 25th anniversary. Blade Show West 2019 exclusive. Wow, that's a mouthful, isn't it? So let's take a look at the last one. You guys kind of know what's coming. It is, of course, I know it's 2 Fridays in a row, but I just could not. This is the most fidgety, fun thing I've had in a long time. You can, there's so many different weird deployment mechanisms. I'm trying to do it on camera, and of course I can't. There we go. There's just so much you can do with this as far as deployment. It's fun, it's fidgety, it's ambidextrous, it's really easy to do. It's easy to get addicted. So this is that Reat Exo by Exoskeleton Designs. This is titanium. It is a gravity knife. The blade is a drop point done in Elmax. I really love this. It is so much fun. I had thought that this was going to be something I would get for the channel, and then we would get rid of it, and I would sell it, and things like that. And I honestly, as much as I tried to tell myself I was going to do that so my wife wouldn't get upset, this is staying. I can't get rid of this. I just can't. I love it. Another shout out to the guys at Crane's Cutlery. I appreciate the fact that they were so cool to work with. They made it really easy. I was able to use PayPal to purchase this at the show. And like, it just, they demonstrated a knife, and it was just a lot of fun. And if you don't find that fidgety and fun, then you just need to find a different hobby. So yeah, that is the React Exo, designed by Exoskeleton Designs. That's it, guys. That's 5 Fast. Let's wait for that. Okay, now let's turn this around and do some final thoughts, and wish you guys a good Friday. Well, it's not Good Friday. I don't know why I would say it's good. It's not Good Friday. It's just, you guys, I think you know. Go, guys, there's your 5 Fast for Friday. I want to keep this going. There's all kinds of different formats and formulas I can use to do this. There's so many different types of knives that I have and have access to. So I'm pretty sure we can keep doing this. And I think you guys enjoy the 5 Fast format for Friday. There's a lot of F's in that. Fine. At any rate, so yeah, it's a lot of fun. I enjoy doing them, and I don't have to look up any specs. It's just like, just do a quick 2-minute walk and talk around the knife. I really like it. It's a lot of fun to do it that way. So guys, if you like the content, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Please try to tell me why. See how I just kind of walked right into that one. I love these. If you don't tell me what you don't like, I can't tell how to change my content. Something is ringing. Apparently I had set a timer for something. At any rate, I can't change the content if I don't know what you don't like. I'm willing to look at new formats and things like that. This was an idea from Jared. So if you want to support the channel, there's a lot of ways you can do it. Sometimes it's just as simple as like I do. I share channels that I enjoy. Share channels that you enjoy with people that you might think would like the content. There's other ways. If you want to support the channel financially, you can always go down and become a member. You get in on early access to videos, exclusive content, exclusive giveaways, all kinds of stuff that I do with the paying members. I have the sharpening tutorials for the premium tier and stuff like that. There's other ways you can support. I have affiliate links down below. So if you're going shopping on Amazon, I would appreciate if you would use my affiliate links, even if you're not going to purchase those items, but I definitely do make revenue on that. And then I have the merchandise store where you can go and pick up any of my shirts. Hopefully sweatshirts are coming soon with my logos. But if you don't like my logos, there's other shirts on there that you can pick up. So even if you're not using my merch store, I have a coupon code for Ember Shirt Co. and my merch store that saves you 10% at checkout. It's CrazySharp, all one word, capital C, capital S, CrazySharp, all one word, saves you 10% at checkout. Wow, got through it that time without screwing it up. Guys, I love you all. Be good to each other. Keep it clean in the comments section. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. And I will see you in the next video.